Hi friends, and welcome to Kit and Cuppa. Today I'm starting a brand new event that I'm calling Kit and Cuppa, and it's simply a time to get together to get a good beverage. So I've got my lovely tea here. I've just got some orange pico today. Make sure you tell me where you're watching from and what you've got in your cup today too. So I've got my beverage, so that's the cuppa. And then for the kit, we're going to work on a past paper pumpkin kit today. And I'm just going to show you that right now. So I'm going to flip my phone here. All right, so you can see this is a paper pumpkin kit. And this is the card we're going to make today. And if you're not familiar with paper pumpkin, it's available once a month, and it's always a bit of a surprise what exactly is in the kit. They give you a little bit of a sneak peek ahead of time, but you have to wait until the kit comes, and then you get to see exactly what's inside. So this is a past kit, and after they are done with the kit of the month, they actually put the past kits up on discount on stampinup.ca to those who are buying the current month's kit. So you have to be buying the current month's kit, but if you are, you can shop for the discounted past kits and also discounted past refills, which is everything in the kit usually except for the stamps and the ink. So if you bought the kit once, you can just buy the refill after that. So without further ado, let's have a look at what's in this kit. So it is called Sending Good Thoughts, and this was the kit for July 2022, but they still have some full kits left. That means they've got the ink, they've got the stamps, everything in them that you need. So when you open up a paper pumpkin kit, here's what you get. You get this nice wrap. So you get some tissue paper, and then you've got some instructions here. And so it shows you all the different cards, and you've got here all of the different instructions and how to put the kits together. They give you a piece of cardboard because the stamps are photopolymers, so you need a bit of a backing underneath them. Usually there's some twine or ribbon, and in this one we had a Bermuda Bay Stampin' Spot. So if you don't have Bermuda Bay ink, it actually retired at the beginning of this month. But if you buy this kit, this retired kit, you can actually get the Bermuda Bay ink because it's right in there. They give you also the adhesives to work with. They give you the stamp set. They give you the dimensionals, and I used some because I prepared some cards ahead. And then you've got all these pieces for all of the different cards. So this one makes 3 different cards, and you have 3 of each. So you can make 9 different cards. So it's a really nice deal. You get everything right in the box. It's perfect for beginners if you've never done it before. And avid crafters enjoy it as well. And I know I certainly do. I really like their kits. They have just fantastic designs every month. So let's go ahead and make this particular card. So I'm just going to move my box out of the way a little bit. And we're going to put the cardboard on here. Oh yes, and I should also tell you how to find me online too. If you're interested in buying a kit, I'd be happy to help you with that. And I'm just going to show you how you can find me. So you would go to, let's see, I don't want to put up too high, www.juliescraftattic.com. And I've got all of my classes listed there. I've got a shopping link there. I've got new card designs most days of the week, stamping news, all kinds of good stuff there. And if you want to earn my free card of the month to make, and also my free tutorial bundle of the month, just use this host code. So it's 3J3KUUDT. And I will post that link here after the broadcast today, so you can come back and find it later, and also rewatch the replay if you'd like to. So, okay, so let's go ahead and we'll make this card. So here is the card. It's a very lovely undersea theme. I like that a lot. We're here by the coast, by the Bay of Fundy, home of the highest tides in the world. So that is a really nice card to make here. And let's get started with all the pieces for it. So I've already compiled the pieces together here. So let's just grab them. So we'll need our card base. We will need this lovely embossed piece here. I think it would go that way. We need our coral and our seahorse there. So there's the coral and there's the seahorse. We need a sea star. There's one. We need the bottle, which is right there. And we will need something to stamp on right there. So we've got the little label, and they give these to you all in die cut form. So you just punch them out. And so you don't have to have a die cut machine or anything like that. Absolutely everything you need is in the box except for one thing, and that's just scissors. So it's not too hard to provide the scissors. Okay, so let's see what the instructions say to do first. So here is our instruction set, and we're going to be making this card, which is card number 2. So first what they do is they have their ink spot there, and they're going to stamp their sentiment. They're going to stamp on the sea star, and they're going to stamp this greenery onto the bottle. So we're going to do those 3 things right now. Okay, so let's see what we can do. So we're going to stamp on our label here, and we will be using our little stamping spot. So I'm going to get that out right now. So here we go. Here's our little Bermuda Bay stamping spot. So you just have to use your fingernail or a knife or scissors to open it there. And then sometimes it'll stick back together to hold it closed. But a nice tip that Caroline, one of the members of my Creative Cafe group, suggested is to put a little elastic around it, and that will just keep it closed. And that's a really good idea. So let's do that. And here's our stamp set. So we're going to use this rather large sentiment, which will fill up our circle. It says, "Wishing you all the best." So let's get that off the paper there. I'm just going to take this one off so we can use the stamp set easier. And I'm going to put it on my block. Okay. And I'm going to condition it. So these are photopolymer stamps. They do come with a bit of a coating from the factory. So you have to just kind of use the oils from your fingers. You can use your hands and on your arm and stuff to get some of that coating off. And then what I like to do is take this little stamp and put it upside down, or a stamping spot rather, and put it upside down on my stamp just to give it the best possible coverage. And then I like to try it out first before I actually stamp it on my paper. So I'm going to do that. Yeah, that looks like it covered it pretty well. So let's try that again. We're going to stamp it right up. And, oh, there's a mark in the middle there. There's a fiber. Okay, I'm just going to get that little fiber off there. Sometimes you get a little fiber from the stamp pad, which is what happened on there. The Stampin' Spots are made of fiber pads, and the larger stamp pads you get from Stampin' Up, they're not made of fibers, they're made of foam. So you don't get that problem in the foaming pads, but these little ones, sometimes you get a little fiber on them. So there we go. And I'm just going to hold it down for a few seconds, just to give the ink time to soak in really nicely into the paper, and then I will pick it up. Okay, let's see how we did. Okay, that looks pretty good. We got pretty good coverage there. So very nice. And if you don't like how it looks, a little tip is just turn it over and you can do the back. It's okay. So it's no problem to do another one. Okay, so I just cleaned up my stamp there. Oops, I didn't quite get all of the ink off, so I'm going to do that again. And then I can put my stamp to the side there. Okay, so the next part we're going to stamp is we're going to put this little bit, these little dots onto the sea star. So let's get our little sea star out here. So here's our sea star. And we'll find the little dot stamps there. So I would say they just used this one and just used a portion of it. So we'll get our block. I'll just put that on there. And again, we make sure that we condition the stamp really well. to get that covering off that comes from the factory. And then let's coat it up here. Now this one can have kind of a distressed look, so I'm not going to be too picky about that. I'm just going to put it across the sea star like that, and let's see what happens. Yeah, so that looks very nice. And you can put it whichever direction you like it the best. Whatever way works. All right, so I'll just clean up my stamp. And let's do our other final bit of stamping for this card. And that's going to be on the bottle. So we put this little bit of greenery on the bottom of the bottle. So we'll do that next. So here's our bottle die cut. It's all ready to go. And here's our greenery. And again, this can be a bit of a distressed look if it's been out in the water. If you've ever been to the beach and picked up sea glass, it does have a distressed look. So the bottle would kind of obscure this greenery anyway. And besides that, we're just going to cover it up with a bunch of other stuff. So you don't have to be too picky about it. When you're layering things up, you don't have to have a perfect job. It's quite all right if it's not fully covered everywhere. And some people like the look of it better that way anyhow. So here we go. Let's see what we can do. Okay, that looks pretty good. So let's put that at the bottom of the bottle here and see how that turns out. So we'll just hold it down for a few seconds. And that looks good. Okay. So it looks slightly weathered, and that goes with the outline of the bottle as well, because it's got kind of this weathered look to it, or distressed look. So that's perfect. Okay, we've got all of our stamping done, so that was not very hard. So let's go to step 2. So step 2, they want us to take this piece of paper that is embossed. So you can see it's raised. So they've embossed it for us, and it already just came like that. And we're just going to put adhesive on the back. Now, if I put this up really close, you can see those are little hexagons. So that's how you know which kind of adhesive they want you to use. If they look like hexagons, they want you to use the, what is it called? Oh my goodness. Stampin' Dimensionals. I can't remember. Obviously, it's been a long week. Okay, so we're going to put those on the back. And then we will stick this onto our card base. And just to show you this again, they give you exactly the placement that they suggest. You don't have to follow that exactly, of course. In fact, you could just make completely different cards from what they suggest, but it is helpful to kind of give you an idea where to put it. And I like that they put one in the middle, because that keeps your card from sagging if you press on it. For example, if you mail it, it can sag in the middle because of the pressure of the rest of the mail on it. Excuse me, something in my throat today. All right, probably all the pollen that there is. So we're going to fold our card base, which is included in the kit too. And I'm using my bone folder here. These cost, I think, around $10. That's not the exact price. I'd have to look it up for sure, but they're not much. And they just make such a crisp fold. They're really good. So we'll turn that over, and we're going to just stick that onto our card. So nice and simple, very easy. And these kits come with multiple cards. If you're here at the beginning, you might have heard I said there's 3 each of 3 different designs in this particular kit. So you could make all 3 at once if you wanted and kind of have economies of scale in making your stuff. But I'm just making 1 at a time. Okay, so we'll close up our ink. And the next step we're going to do is this one. So they want us to tie some twine around the bottle there. And then they want us to put these little adhesive dots on. So the other ones look like this. Those are the hexagons, so that's the Stampin' Dimensionals. But these little circles are this adhesive. And I will say that people either really like these or really don't like these. So if you find these hard or fussy to use, the antidote is simple. The antidote is to have a roll of these mini glue dots on hand when you're doing a kit. These mini glue dots are super easy to use. There you can see the dots right there. And you don't have to have fingernails or anything like that to make them work. It's just simple. But these do come free with the kit. So we'll use those today just to make sure that you see kind of what's included in the kit. And I'll put this here so you can see where the placement of all the dots is. So we'll just do exactly what they did. They wanted one up here. They wanted one there and one there and another one here, here, and here. So there's not really any one right way to do that. Oops, that one came off, so I will put it right from the paper on there. Okay, so now we're going to put our twine on there. So they give you this little thing of twine, which is really nice. That comes with the kit too. And I like to tie twine right on the spool so that I don't waste any. I find if I cut it first, it just wastes too much. So I'm just going to do a little simple knot here. They usually have different ways they suggest of using their ribbon or their twine, and you can follow their directions or just do it your own way. In this case, I just wanted a simple knot here. They wound it around a couple times. I just did it once because I thought that was really enough, but that's up to you if you want to do it more. And now what we're going to do is put it right on the card, and they have it at a slight angle. So again, if you're just joining me, this is a past paper pumpkin kit called Sending Good Thoughts, and it is available at a discount to anyone who is buying this month's paper pumpkin kit. And there are several other kits, full kits and refills. The refills are just like a full kit, except they do not contain the stamps or the ink. So if you've already bought one version of the kit or you have other things at home you could use, then the refills are a great deal because you can get them for much less. Most of the refills, I think, sell for about $14.50. And these full kits, this one right now is $26.50, I believe. So, so the refills do give you a really good deal. Okay, so let's see. And now we're going to put the adhesives on all these little bits here. So let's see if we've got everything we need. We've got our circle here. We've got our coral. We've got our little sea star. And we've got our little friend here. So our seahorse. So let's put on the little dots first because they're the fussiest ones. So let's do that first. And I find it helpful that they actually suggest on these really intricate die cuts where to put them. So one on the bottom, one kind of over on this arm, and this arm, because there's kind of three different branches, main branches to it. So let's put them on. So one, and we'll put one up there. We'll put one maybe over there. And how about one here? All right, that should do. And then where they suggest putting the adhesives here, one in the middle of the sea star, 3 on the circle, and a little piece in the middle of the seahorse. So we'll do that one last. Let's do the easy ones first. So we want 3 on there, 1, 2, 3. We want 1 on there. And how I like to do it, if you need a little partial piece, is just cut it off the edge here, because you can use every single square inch or centimeter of these. So that should fit on very nicely onto our little seahorse guy. Okay, so that's good. So let's see where they put them. So now you just consult the picture and kind of place them where they did or thereabouts. So let's see now. So they put on, I think, the coral first because it doesn't pop up. It's got the little flat adhesive. So let's do that first. So I'll try to take these little adhesive backings off, which can be a bit of an adventure. So far, so good today. But like I said, if you find them fussy, just get yourself a roll of glue dots. They don't cost very much and they are really, really good. Lots of things can be adhered with them. Not just things for crafting, but they're kind of general purpose and very useful in your home as well. So let's see, we're going to put that across kind of like that. And then we're going to layer on these other guys. So let's use the sample card because it's easier to see than that little picture. So I also took this one, a little sea star, and kind of put it maybe like that. And I've got my little seahorse here. And the seahorse I'm going to put there, overlapping slightly. And then also I'm going to take this little circle and put it up here. So that is actually all there is to it. So from this very simple set of steps in this kit where everything's all ready for you, you can have a fancy looking card in very few minutes. And you can make a bunch of them. I find I can make them in a couple of hours and make the whole kit. So it's really, really a convenient thing. I like to take them to the cottage, or you can take them even on a plane. You could do these because you don't need a lot of space for it either. And everything's in the box for you. So again, if you're interested in getting a copy of this particular kit, you can let me know or just go online and shop yourself. I'm at www.juliescraftaddict.com, and here's my host code. And I'll show you what you get if you use my host code. So I will send you the free pieces to make my card of the month, and this is my card of the month. So all you have to do is add stamps and ink to it. I give you all the pieces. So that's the card of the month. And I'll also send you my tutorial bundle of the month. And this month, it's featuring the brand new in colors. So there's a sneak peek of my card using the in colors there. And you can get lots of stamping inspiration there. I've also got some classes that are available right now. So if you like kits, there is a confetti birthday kit, which makes shaker cards. So see that, look at that, fancy shaker cards. And you can do it with a simple kit. And they promise that the cards are easy. So these kits are always designed for beginners. So if you want to give it a try, it looks like a really great kit to do. You can buy the kit separately, or you can join the class as you like. And to find my classes, just go on www.juliescraftaddict.com. And my classes are open for registration until Sunday, this Sunday the 21st. And I've got a couple more that I want to show you. So this is a Christmas in July class. Oops, right side up would be good. And it's going to be a fun folds class. So you can see this is a band that comes off, and you open up the card like that, and you can take this out, and you could stamp more things on there, but I just left it open so you can kind of add your own message. You could also decorate here if you want, but you don't have to because the red and green kind of carry it. And that's going to be using this Ringed with Nature stamp set. So it's a good year-round stamp set, but it's also good at Christmas time. And one more class, and that is the Beautiful Balloons Simple Stamping class. So we'll make 4 cards in this particular class using the brand new Bright and Beautiful paper, which is so pretty, and it's got so many different colors of the new colors. And also this Beautiful Balloons stamp set. I'll be using the dies, but I'll cut out all the things that you need, and so you don't have to have the dies if you want to do the class. So thank you very much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this little kit card and that it gave you some stamping inspiration and some ideas for yourself or for gifts. And I hope you have a wonderfully crafty week. Bye for now.